Greetings everybody, TheMechanist here, and today I have some more Crash Bandicoot 1 gameplay for you where we make more progress towards being the game 100%. We had a few, shall we say, setbacks in today's video, but we didn't let that stop us. So I do hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do, please consider hitting the like button and impacting the subscribe button. It'll help on the long run. With all that out of the way, I do hope you enjoyed the video. Alright, here we are back at the beginning of the game, and what are we doing here, you might be asking? Well, it's time to get the rest of the color gems, clear gems. By the way, that clock, not part of the original game, is for relic runs. But now that we have all the colored gems, we can go back and get all the regular gems, or clear gems, or power gems, or whatever you want to call it. Feel free to call it whatever you want. I'm just going to call them gems. Or I'm going to try to remember I call them gems. Now, again, we got the stage beat last time. The problem was not missing a box. That only happened once to us. Annoying, but it happened. The problem is, we didn't have the gem we needed, which I believe was a green one. Let's find out together, shall we? Just gotta proceed through the level. So yeah, it was green. I was right. Now, unfortunately, these aren't really gonna add much to the stage, but I'm going to include them because, well, gotta beat the game 100%, right? And here we are, the 3 we missed last time we were here. With that, the rest of the stage is normal. Just get all the boxes, don't care about 1-ups or Wumpa, and get it done. This is the only annoying part about backtracking is when it doesn't really offer anything different. I mean, we went up and got a 1-up. Doesn't really change the stage very much, now does it? Oh well. What can you do, right? So after this episode, which will be the second to last episode, or I'm going to try my best to make it the second to last episode. Actually, what was I saying? Let me restart. So, with this being the second to last episode, the last episode, I'm going to explain my interpreted story of Crash Bandicoot 1. I may have mentioned that before, I probably have, I've just forgotten. And while we do that, we'll be taking on the bonus, incredibly hard stage they add to Crash Bandicoot. Which, yes, also does have gems and time trial, but doesn't really count towards the game. We're going to still try to get the clear gem when it comes to it, but not required. Unlike this, because we got the clear gem. Alright, on to the next stage we have to revisit. And we're back here now. The Great Gate. Personal favorite stage of mine from Crash Bandicoot 1. And I believe it is the yellow gem required here for 100%. Don't quote me on that though. So I was saying, in the final episode we'll be taking on the hardest stage, and explain my personal interpreted story of Crash Bandicoot 1. Whether or not it was intended, or I'm just reading into it, which is probably the case. Who cares? Have a little fun with it. You know, you can only play a game a certain amount of time before you start noticing things and coming up with ideas for them. I mean, I could be like some people and say, you know, these turtles are pets, this monkey's a pet, and I feel bad about doing what Crash is doing to them. You know, I could name every character in the game. For instance, there's this person, that might be Tom. But for me, I like to look at the subtle details of the stage. Like, why are we breaking crates? Ooh, we almost got Pillbox. My own fault though. Or, you know, why a voodoo mask? And, oh come on iframes, where are you? Now I'm just screwing up because, you know, revisiting a stage we've already beaten. Kind of annoying. But again, some games backtracking's fun, some not so much. Crash Bandicoot 1, not the best for backtracking. Why? Well, simply put, in Crash Bandicoot 2 and 3, your backtracking will at least give you new parts of the stage to complete. Whereas backtracking this feels more like, hey, you missed a box or 2, so go get them. Not all the time, but for a vast majority of it, it feels like that. Dang it, I thought I had it clear. Oh well, we have 98 lives. Do you think we'll need them all? I don't. Oh no, we don't have the boxes. Yep, yellow gem. Now we complete the rest of the gate, apparently. Although, why you need to go up, if not for the gem? Who cares? Who cares? Game design's been a game, right? Get the box, missed the box. Well, at least we don't have to start at the very beginning, unlike some rage games, where the whole point is going up, 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 and if you screw up, well, you just wasted, you know, 5 hours of your life. Don't get me wrong, there's a place for games like that. Just, I don't know who willingly wants to do that. For content, yeah, but that's not willing, that's for resources, we'll say. But hey, everybody's different. Some enjoy raging at games, some not so much. I, for instance, do not enjoy raging at games. Although I do play some games that make me rage. I've just been very good about controlling it as of late. Alright, careful, careful, careful. You know how to deal with these, just jump on them. And then you send them on a trip. Now right into the back. Now the reason we have to go back here is because guess why? There's a crate or two back here. But if you noticed, at the beginning, there was, oh here's a crate. There was a wooden crate we had to break to get up here. Which means, that's right, we have to go all the way back. We have to backtrack in a backtrack. Oh, what fun. You know, you gotta hand to these villagers. They did make a pretty impressive gate by hand. Unless Cortex had a hand in all this, but I seriously doubt that. Not saying it didn't happen, I just don't buy it. Because I feel like if there was, it'd be a lot more, hey, thank you, monkey. Uniform, that's what I'm looking for, like. All the pieces, hey, we're all the way back here. Just great. I feel like all the pieces of wood would be the same if Cortex had helped. That's all I'm saying. Alright, gotta get back there. Again, I'm sorry about episodes like this, because I've already played the stage. Although this does add to the stage, so I don't mind including this one. In fact, in my rant I was talking about how backtracking's fun when they add to it. Just add to it. Point unproven, I guess. Well, I did say some were like this. Not all, though. Not all, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Sorry, speech malfunction. Alright. Careful, careful, careful. You know what? Let's pass the time. I would say with a game like I Spy, but that doesn't really work in games, does it? Mainly because I'm moving too fast to spy one thing for long. I would say 20 questions, but this is a video. You cannot ask questions. I would debate philosophy, but what does a machine know about philosophy? What to do, what to do? I guess we'll keep talking. But about what? Okay, here's a little fact I bet some of you might know, some of you might not know. Crash Bandicoot takes place in Australia, or at least the first game. Which is probably pretty obvious from, you know, Ripperoo, who's a kangaroo, Koala Kong, a koala bear, a bandicoot, you know, a bandicoot. And we get confirmation of this, I believe, at the end of Crash Bandicoot 2 / the beginning of Crash Bandicoot 3. Nice little detail. It's not just some fictional place. Technically, this is an... How did I miss that? This is technically an alternate Australia. And you know what? So we don't waste too much time, I'm going to come back to where we were. Alright, we're back. So I forget what I was talking about. So I'm going to start with the new subject instead. And let's not miss it this time. There we go. And I want to know your honest opinion. Do you prefer Crash or Spyro in terms of classic PlayStation platformers? Your preference could be entirely based on character, or entirely based on gameplay. Could be on music for all I know. Careful. Me personally, I prefer Crash. I don't know why. I think it's because Crash has a lovable personality, whereas Spyro comes off as a bit snarky, I think is the correct word. You know, he's a kid and he knows he can do it, although what kid says, hey, I can go save the world? Crash doesn't even think about that, he's just trying to get back to his girlfriend. And all the way down we go. Luckily though, we're not playing a game like Only Up. Although it is a nice setback, it's just not all the way back. And you know what, for all we know, the person who created Only Up played Crash Bandicoot and fell. Just like that, and was inspired to create a game. Oh well, we're done here. Alright, now on to Upstream, which I'm not even going to try to guess the color gem because I honestly don't remember. Probably going to be orange, but for all I know, it's blue. But I gotta say, always love this stage. I know the last one was my favorite stage, but I don't know, the water looks so nice. Except for, you know, the man-eating fish and man-eating plants and aggressive fish and, you know, all that. But technically you don't have to go this way. I don't know why Crash does. There's clearly paths you can walk on the left and right. Whatever. Games are gonna game, Bandicoot's gonna Bandicoot. Sorry. So as I was saying, I prefer Crash over Spyro. Not to say Spyros are bad games. They're completely, well, not completely different. Yes, they are. Barely recover that. It's the orange gem. Oh, I thought it was the blue gem. And we got the box. And we just gotta make sure we don't die on the way back, so it saves. We did it. I think the difference is one's a pure platformer, one's an exploratory platformer. Although one thing I will give you about Spyro, and I'll probably bring this up again when I eventually play Spyro on this channel, is the fact to complete the game 100%, you actually have to get every gem in the stage. Or, to put it into perspective for Crash Bandicoot, you'd have to beat each stage while getting every single piece of Wumpa. Or all the coins in a Mario stage. You actually need that for 100%, and I just love that feature. It makes it really feel important to collect the gems, whereas, in Mario and Crash Bandicoot, your collectibles are for 1-ups. And I don't know about you, I don't really need the 1-ups. So to have incentive to collect every gem instead, well, I'm just saying, a little nice. I wonder if there's any other games I've done that. If you know of any, please let me know. Okay, what'd I do? I screwed up, that's what. Tried to, quote-unquote, double jump using invincibility frames. Did not work. Crash does not double jump. Yet. That's a little, teaser for Crash Bandicoot 3 for those of you who don't know. Although I guess they did make a default in, Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Whatever. Alright, time it correctly this time. And let's get this done. Ooh, auto chomp and a moving leaf. How are we gonna do this? Answer simple. Time it. By time it, I mean go for it and miss. Alright. Let's not do this, Crash. Let's just not. Let's get this done. Although again, you have to figure that water's cold, right? I mean, sure, this kind of seems like a jungle, Amazon-ish forest. And it's usually hot there, but does that mean the water's gonna be nice and cold and refreshing? Oh well, Crash can't swim like many platformers, so what can you do? Although I can't really complain. Oh cool, the timing worked out. Because even Mario couldn't swim at first. Ooh, that was almost bad. Oh well, we're done. And here we are at Rolling Stones. This level has a lot of crates in it, if I remember correctly. It also has the embryo hidden token, as well as, is it the green or blue one here? I honestly don't recall. Anyways, there's a specific gem here that's, again, needed for 100%ing. There's embryo. And, oh yeah, we didn't get the first embryo token here. That's what happened. We could have completed 100% anyways, but I do remember that. Hello, plants. Get out of my way. Oh, I wasn't even trying and I still didn't even blow up. Now for the difficult part. There is an embryo token here, which I believe is right there. Now we can blow it up. Because again, you blow up the box, you don't get the token. You do blow up the box, or I just said that. If you blow up the box, you don't get the token. If you hit the box manually, you get the token. So, not one, but 2 tricks in this level. So it's entirely possible to play this level 5 times and wonder where the heck the tokens are. Or even wonder why you got some tokens and not other ones. Well, now you know why. Alright, careful. Don't want to break the boxes. And just as we know there was an embryo hidden, make sure to go all the way up. Although in later Crash Bandicoot games, they're pretty good about showing you if there's a hidden box or not. Alright, Tana, let's do this bonus stage. / checkpoint. I always wanted a stage up here in the trees for Crash Bandicoot. Never got it though. I mean, technically the bonus stages are a stage, but I think it would have been a nice, cool aesthetic. Only crates and branches and trees. Probably also would have been a difficult level. But, oh well. what can you do, right? Although I'm pretty sure people can mod in their own stages and do that. It never happened on an official level. Alright, keep it going. Ah, it's a blue gem. I thought it was green for some reason, although I couldn't decide between blue or green. And guess what? All that for these 6 boxes. And a Cortex logo. Why is this here? Who knows? Who cares? All we know is that it is here, and it prevents us from 100%ing the stage the first time around. And I got pillboxed. Great. Oh well, that happens, and we're right here, but I think we have to re-get it. So, let us re-get it. And I am aware my voice is starting to get annoying again. I think I have to tune it regularly in order to keep it, able to be heard and understood. That's what I'm going for. Pillboxed again at the same location. That is very annoying. But at least you now know what I mean by pillboxed. I've given a couple examples, but that was the most important example of losing a bunch of lives or restarting stages because of being pillboxed. Luckily this isn't the old Crash, or we would have to restart the stage not once, but twice. Anyways, moving on. Embryo. Bonus stage, which we didn't do last time, so new content. And here we are. Difficult challenges. Of course, the difficulty here is making it before your bridge explodes. And kind of same thing here. Oh no, you're on a time limit. Who cares? We're done with the stage. Just gotta make sure it counts. I do believe it's possible to exit these bonus stages before the crates go off and thus lose the progress. But with all that done, we should now just have to finish the stage and get the last 2 boxes, obviously. Boxes, crates, whatever you want to call them. Yep, last 2 and another gem for us. On to the next stage. Here we are, back at the gate, only this time we're climbing over the gate to get out. And for this one, I do happen to remember it's the red gem we needed. So, let's do it, shall we? One thing I do love, this is a thought I had the other day, and I would love to see somebody make it a reality one day. I don't have to pay commission when I have the resources, but I want to see the 3 platformer giants. You might have your own preference, but actually, you know what? Let's just include all the classic platformers. You have Mario, Sonic, and Crash, obviously the main 3. But then some people might consider Spyro and Banjo-Kazooie platformers, because technically they're kind of 3D platformers. Although they also kind of belong to their own archetype, so I consider the main 3 platformers Crash, Sonic, and Mario. Which kind of makes sense, because, the 3-way rivalry. Sony had Crash, Sega had Sonic, Nintendo had Mario. Although Crash would go away, Sonic would, still stay in his rivalry. In fact, we have the Olympic Games, which, I gotta say, I love them. Although each one varies on how good they are, I love the idea. Celebrate the Olympics and the eternal rivalry of Mario and Sonic. Although in my opinion, Sonic way better. Way better stories, way better games, or at least used to have way better games. And, yeah. But again, everybody's gonna have their preference. Me, it's Sonic over Mario. In fact, it's Sonic, then Crash, then Mario. I got nothing wrong against Mario, he has amazing games. In fact, Galaxy, easily one of the best games ever created. How about the first one? But, I don't know, in terms of lore, gameplay, games, characters, all that, I just like Sonic, then Crash, then Mario. What's your preference on those 3, if you like any of the 3 platformers, that is? Alright, we are almost at the point where the red gem is needed. The reason I remember it's the red gem is because this is one of my favorite backtrackings. Because of where you go with the red gem. Yes, I see you, Aku Aku. No, you are not in a box, so we will not get you. We will get this box though. And we'll just take the shortcut. I don't feel like doing non-difficult platforming. Alright, a little bit more, a little bit more. Oh, we're right here. Kept walking. Ah, dang it. Pillboxed. You can tell because he did the double land animation. Okay, that was unfortunate. Mario got his revenge. Sent a turtle after us. A Koopa in disguise. Sorry, I was distracted because I was looking at the tree in the background and thinking, is that where the bonus stages happen, or is it just a nice little aesthetic? Because it'd be cool if all the bonus stages were there. Kind of weird, but also kind of like the halfway point between us and the castle, so mistimed. Sorry, I'm distracting myself too much with top. Dang it! Mario, go away! Sorry, I was saying, I'm distracting myself too much trying to come with topics to talk about during these rerun stages. So I'm going to resolve that and try to get this done. I don't have all the fuel in the world to keep replaying these stages we've already played. You know what would be good here? A joke. Unfortunately, as a machine, I am not a good judge of humor. So, do you have any good jokes you like? How did that burn me? Okay, yeah, I could tell diverting my resources to talking is currently affecting me. Not resources, energy. See, I can't even talk right. Oh well. Oh, come on. Funny thing is, the first time through, absolutely no problem. Absolutely no problem, I breezed through these stages. I guess it's just, I don't want to be here, I don't want to redo these stages, I want to move on to Crash 2. But I will 100% this game. As well as 2 and 3. And hey, there's a red gem. And I really mean it when it comes to 2, because 2, I really don't want 100%. There's only one stage as to why I don't, but we gotta do it. Alright. Now this is why I love backtracking here. We are now in the clouds. How does Crash walk on clouds? How are these clouds able to be walked on? I don't know, but I think it's really cool. I really do. Careful. And dead. I was going to talk about the cool platforming they can do, but we died. Be right back at the clouds. Alright, we're back up here, high into the heavens, into the clouds. So as I was trying to say before I died, you have some unique and I did it again! Alright, we're back here again. So this time I'm going to tell you the cool idea before I jump. So as you notice, you can walk through these clouds, you can jump through them and land on them. It has a really cool platforming implications. I would have liked to see it done a little bit more, but oh well. There we go. That was what was distracting me. Okay, make it crash. Come on. Although the hitboxes are a little weird. There we go. Again, could have some cool platforming options. And I'm not going to sit here and break every single one of these, so... Would you Crash cooperate, please? Thank you. And we can finish the level now. As long as we don't miss the gem. Sorry about that. Yeah, so trying to talk about new subjects, kind of difficult because I'm technically processing on 2 levels. 1, repeating the stage, and 2, new subjects to talk about. Whereas the first time through, I was just focusing on the stage, and so I was able to talk about that. I do apologize. Alright, but we're almost done now, because we're right here at this, almost screwed it up, little part, which means we climb up here and we should be done. Hooray. And you know what, I think I got enough in me for at least one more, maybe more. I'll have to check my fuel after this. Alright, 1 little jump, 2 little jump, all the way up here on these little jumps. And we are missing where we're supposed to go. Again, this isn't only up, so we're safe. For now. And here we are. Oh, I was gonna say, we missed one. It's right there. I was gonna say, really? Really, game? Really? Well, that was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed playing. This has been TheMechanist, logging off. Until next time.